Hello students, we are discussing here the chapter number 3 of the class 5. The name of this chapter is our body. So in the previous class we had discussed about the some internal organs, external organs, and we also discussed about the some part of the skeletal system. Okay, so one by one we had discussed in the last class what are the function of this joints, organs. So now we will be talk about in today class what are the meaning of the joints and how it is work in our body, okay, and how it is helpful to us. So firstly we will try to understand what is the meaning of the joints. So the point where the two or more bones join together is called the joint. So when the two or more bones, suppose this is a bone first and this is a bone second, so A bones and the B bones where they will be joined together, this joint point that will be known as the joint. So when two bones will be joined together, that will be known the joint, and the bone are held together by a strong fibers that will be known the ligaments. So in the joint parts there are a strong fibers which they interact, which they contract these both bones or both bones, that will be known as the ligaments. Ligament is a strong fiber that is also made by the some muscles. So here we will be discuss about the different type of the joints that are present in our body. So we generally classify them into the two groups. One is the movable joints and another is the non-movable joints. So you have to remember that movables, those joints which contains the lubricating liquid and that allow the movement of the joints. Where movement will be allowed, that will be known the lubricant joints. And what are the lubricating liquids? That is a kind of the fibers, that are the kind of liquids present in our joints which help us in the moving, which help in the moving of the bones without reducing or without effect on our bones. Okay, so that give a kind of the frictions. So we will be discuss here different type of the movable joints like the pivot joints, hinge joints, gliding joints, ball socket joints. These are the different type of the joints and we will be discuss here one by one. So first, the pivot joint you will be see here, that is present in the our neck. So you will be see here the round surface of the one bones fit into the ring formed by the other bones. So what exactly happens there? One bones is the fit into the ring formed by the another bones. So there are the two bones. One bone has a ring form structures and second bones will be stuck, or one second bones will be fit into this. So we can say one bone has a ring structures, that is our first bones, and second bones, this is stuck in this, or this is fit in this ring bones, and that is the second bones. So what exactly happen in our necks? So our skulls is provide a ring type of the bones. So ring bones or those bones which are providing a ring type of structures, that will be present in our head, and those bones which will be stuck or this will be attached to this ring, that is present in our necks. And these type of the bones is generally present in our neck and the head, and that is some allow in our leg. So what exactly happens there? These type of the joints will be allow the movement of the bones in this left side and the right side. It can also allow the movement in the upside and the downside. So in all the four directions it can be easily moved. As we know that our neck can be moved in the left side, right side, it can be moved the upside and the downside. So you have to remember that the those joints which allow the movement of the bones in the left side, right side, upside and downside, and that is only present in our neck. Okay, so I think you can get the meaning of it. Now we will be see the second is the hinge joints. Hinge joints, you have to remember that hinge is a substance, or hinge is a things which is generally used in the gate, or those gate which are generally used at our homes, and there the movement of the gate is only in the one direction. So you have to remember those joints which allow the movement of the body parts in only one directions, that will be known the hinge joints. For example, if I take the elbow, suppose this is the elbow, this is the hand of a person's, and this is the elbow. Okay, so this structure is very bad, but you can remember that this is the elbow parts. Okay, so elbow, our hand can be moved in this directions. Okay, it cannot be moved in this direction. So our hand, our elbow is aligned the movement of our hand in only one directions, because there are a hinge joint is present. So I think you get the meanings. Those joints which allow only this which allow movement of the bones only in the one direction, that will be known the hinge joints, and that are present in our elbow, that is present in our finger. If you will be see here, our finger bones can be moved in the one direction, it cannot be moved in the back side. Okay, so like the knees, like the toes. So I think you get the meanings. Now we will be see the third is the gliding joints. So gliding joints are where present there are the two bones will be present. So two bones, one bones will be allowed to move over the gliding over the another bones. So that is present in our wrist, ankles and the backbones. So they can easily allow or they can easily help in the bending us. We can bend easily, we can move easily, because the gliding zones, they are made up by generally the two bones, and that are present in our backbones, ankle bones and the wrist bones. I think you know that our wrist can easily move in the all directions, or it is the flexible bones. Okay, so it is give the flexibility, it can bend the easily. So now you will be see the fourth is the ball and the socket joints. So ball and socket means the one bones will be present like a ball type and another bones will be present like a socket. Suppose if I make there are a type of the socket, okay, and one bones that are contains a kind of the balls in the, okay, this is a ball type of the structures on a terminals of a first bones, and these are the second bones. Okay, there are a socket type structures will be present in the another terminal of these bones. So when they will be joined together, they will allow a motions, they will allow a movement. So this type of the joints, one bones have a ball structures and another bones has a socket structures. These type of the joints will be known as the ball and socket structures, and that is generally present in our shoulder and in our hips. So you have to remember that in our shoulders, shoulder contains the joints, shoulder contains this यानी कि जो ball types joints है, or we can say the socket joints, that will be present in our shoulders, and this ball type of the bones will be present in our hand. Similarly, in the case of our hips, our hurdles present, our hurdles contains this socket type of the bones, and our leg has a this ball type of the structure. So when they will be joined together, they will be combines ball and socket joints. So you have to remember, in the ball and socket joints, they allow the circular movement. Circular movement means we can easily move our hand in the circular path. It can be move in the front, it can be move in the upside, it can be move in the downside, it can be move in the backside. So I think you get the meanings. And another you will be see the immovable joints, those joints which do not allow the any movement in the body parts, in the bones. So and that are generally present in our skulls. So I think you know in our skulls there are the large number of the bones which contains the joint, but they cannot be moved. So they are generally made by the immovable joints. So now we will be see here is the muscular systems. You will be see in our body around the 600 muscles are present. Muscles are the another important things, because they help in the movement of our body, because they help us movement of our bones, they are attached with the bones. So now we will be discuss here how type of the muscles, how many different type of the muscle. Generally we classify them into the three types. So first will be known as the voluntary muscles. So you have to remember that what are the voluntary. Voluntary means controllables. So those muscles which are controllable by us, so we can easily control. So you have to remember that those bones, those muscles which are in our control, that will be known the voluntary muscles. As we know that we can easily control our hand, our leg, our hand, our feet. So we can easily control these organs. So these organs contains voluntary muscles, these the organs made by the voluntary muscles. But there are some another type of the muscle is also present, that is generally known as the involuntary muscles. Involuntary means uncontrollables, we have not any control over these type of the muscles, and that are generally present in our internal organs. We know that our heart is beat, or we can say our stomachs will be digest the food, our respiratory system, our lungs will be do the all these things without our controls. We have not any controls on our stomachs. If we will eat anything, so definitely it will be digest, we cannot control it. if we will be